Welcome everyone. Myself Sanskriti Iyer. I'm working as an assistant professor at Government College, Kerpe. Today I'm going to deal with the program Bachelor of Arts DYBA, subject Political Science, Semester 6, course code POD 106, course title Comparative Government. So this is Unit 2 Political Parties, module name Features of Two-Party System in USA. Outline Features of Party System in USA. The student will be able to understand the features of political parties in USA. Let's start. So in America, the political parties is as old as how the America is formed. Even before the Constitution could be formed in America, the political parties had already been created, and they were created on the basis of differences in terms of their political orientation. So here, if you see the President Washington, who happens to be the first president, he was also against this kind of party formations, the political parties. Not solely against the political parties, but kind of differences that was created. In fact, the presidential system in America that has been created in America and the indirect representation, the sole purpose was to abolish or to eradicate the chances of having political parties. But America could not, stop it, and it is also called as an extra constitutional growth. So yes, the first feature of American political party system is that it is an extra constitutional growth. So nowhere in the American Constitution you will be finding any article or any clause that has been mentioned about, the political parties. But they are grown without any constitutional recognition, but they are given the statutory recognition. So with various laws, with various amendments over the years, they have been given recognition. They are not the government organs, but yes, they play a major role in terms of policy formation, in terms of decision making in America. In fact, they voice the various local issues of Americans. So the presidential form of government itself, as I have said, it was created to avoid party politics. So when we are coming to the second feature of, American political party system is that it is a two-party system. No doubt in America, there are many minor parties because after all, it is one of the largest democracy that we have in the world. So there are other parties like Socialist Party. There is a party where, you have the Communist Party also. But along with that, when it comes to the most significant parties are just two. One is the Democratic Party and another one is the Republican Party. So they have the dual party system. And if we see throughout the history, it is only two political parties, that is the Democratic and Republicans, who have gained the power. So either it is the Democrats or it is the Republicans. If the Democrats, the only difference they say that, between the Republicans and Democrats is that if the Democrats are in power, the Republicans will be in the opposition. That's it. So there are many minor political parties, but they could never make to the White House. And the reason behind this is that, the major of the issues that have been taken by the minor political parties are covered by these two parties. They have always, engulfed these issues. And so the reason for such party system are, it is unlike India. So there is less factionalism in America. So there is no big differences like religious, communitarian differences. There is no issues based on caste. The way we have different caste systems in India, on that we have different groups, and the political party formations. But it is not there in America. So, the impact of English party system. So, if you see America, what they have adopted is from UK. So, the way UK has a dual party system, even the US has a dual party system. So, and again, the voting system. So, they have the indirect voting pattern whereby they elect the candidates. So, when they elect the candidates again, the ideas of these candidates and moreover the parties that they like, and again, it is the American voting system that is responsible for the two-party system. And major parties, they absorb the programs of the minor parties. This I have covered. So let us go to the third feature of the political party system in US is that there is no ideological difference. So if you see, these two political parties, that is whether the Democrats or the Republicans, their origin you will find in the, in the anti-federalist or the national Republicans or the democratic Republicans, who have their own origin. Okay, they start with one particular ideology, but when it comes to the ideology, they do not have a particular ideology as such as the communist parties, whereby Lord Bryce says that American parties are two empty bottles. Okay, so these are the just two empty bottles, each bearing the label denoting the kind of liquor it contains. So what the kind of liquor it has, that it shows. Okay, fine. So this is the Democratic Party. So only that is the difference, but it is just the same bottle. So both are reactionary as well as liberal. So they are the reactionary parties and they are very liberal in their outlook. Means they will be promoting free market, they are promoting capitalism, they are promoting the idea of, whereby globalization, liberalization. They uphold capitalism and offer free enterprise, both the parties. So the principal difference among both the parties is that, as I have repeated, that when it is in power, when one is in power, the other is in the opposition. So when we are coming to the fourth feature of, the political parties in US is that there is a geographical and traditional differences. So if there are differences, if at all, then it is based on the geographical and traditional differences. The geographical and traditional differences are like, if an American belongs to a party, if a particular party, that person is belonging to that particular party because in his region, that party is having the strong roots. Okay. And when it comes to the traditional, belonging to the party, it is because that particular American citizen's father or the forefather have been, supporting that political party. So it is not like, based on the ideological orientation, differentiation, nothing like that. So it is based on the region, and this has got to do with the issues that are way different from, every region in America. So in America, you will not find one common issue that has been going on in all 50 states of US, but you will find different local issues which, are represented by those particular political leaders. And thus, there is a strong support when it comes to, on the traditional and the geographical lines. So Republicans, they derive their main strength from the industrial elements. So if you see the northern part of America, you will be having, north and south, the way it has been divided. You will have more of industries, you will be having more of, the capitalist. So Republicans derive their strength from there. And the Democrats, they get their support from the agriculturists. So in fact, now this particular idea is not there, but they usually say that Democrats is the party of the poor, it is the party of the labor class, working class people. So the fifth feature of political party system in US is that the bedrock of party organization is in US is local organization. So local organization is very, very strong in US. So if you want to win the elections and if you want to gain the support of the locals, you have to focus on the local issues. So you will not see in US politicians focusing on the national issues or I would say the common issues in general, but they will be focusing on the particular issues related to that particular region. For example, if in particular region issue of unemployment is going on, with that same campaigning ideas, that particular person cannot campaign in other region, because in other region the issues may be different. So a politician is more concerned about the local than the national issues. An argument which may win the votes in one region, as I have said, may not attract the other. Parties in America, they fail to achieve the national purpose. So it is always the local idea that goes on. So here, when we are concluding, we are going to conclude saying that the political power is shared by only two parties. The third party, it never got the chance to enter the White House. The Democratic Party, it has undergone many names, and so also the Republican Party. But when it comes to the Republicans and the Democrats, they are the ones who have shared the same ideas, who have the same orientation, liberal and free enterprise. Here are the references. Thank you.